Hello, it's me, and today instead of doing a review because I've got nothing to review, I will be showing you some of my little sort of customs to some of my Neca Godzillas and easy fun set of 10 Godzillas. So first, I guess I'll start with the easy fun set of 10 Godzillas, which I am quite pleased with. I haven't done a whole lot to them. I've just made them a bit more accurate to the film. The one that I've done really the least to is probably Ghidorah. All I've really done for him is just painted a bit of brown at there by his neck. That's really all I've done. I guess I might actually paint his eyes red with the black dot in the middle, because I am going to customise my bootleg Monster Arts Ghidorah and just paint him completely gold and paint that bit there and paint the eyes better. Another one I haven't done much to is Earth. All I've done is given his head just given him a bigger mouth really and bristles, and then I've just painted over the weird green bits with black acrylic. Another one I'm pleased with is Kiryu or Kiryu, I don't know, people call it different names, but all I really did for this guy was I painted that little triangle there, his little red streak by the side of his head, the little black triangle, and if you remember, his eyes were on his forehead, like his eyebrows, so I just painted them back down there, which I am actually quite pleased with. I also redid a bit on Mothra. I just painted a bit more black there and did the little brown bit down the front of her face and just put some brown in there, which honestly looks ugly. But you're not really going to see it. And this is one that I really like, is my Space Godzilla. So I just did some white acrylic and painted over all the spikes up there and on his shoulder crystals. I did a bit of white on his nails and his toenails, and I just got some black and painted around there, so all of that's in the right space, like that dark reddy stuff, which so now it looks a bit more accurate to the film. And the way I did his sort of crystals, I put some hot glue on the bottom of a piece of cardboard, put a clear sort of stick in the middle, and then put hot glue over the top and carved it a bit. And finally, my easy fun set of 10 Godzillas is Burning Godzilla. So I repainted the nails and got the perfect colour. I repainted his eyes that orange colour, same with the spikes, which I'm very pleased with, because if you remember, they were just sort of like pure reddish colour, but now they painted them accurate to the film, same with the white going down there. And some other things to go with the easy fun set are the little dioramas I made for them, really little dioramas. So for Kiryu, or Kiryu, I made a sort of little factory shop place where he was made, so he just sits in there like that. And then for Earth, I made him this sort of like little green bit in there, which looks quite nice. That does fall off sometimes, I just hot glued it on. And for Rodan, which I haven't actually done any customising to, is his little sort of sky diorama where he lands on the building and roars up into the sky. But some other stuff that I've customised are my Neca Godzilla figures with the 1962 King Kong vs Godzilla, which is in my last stop motion. And all I did, I couldn't get the white sort of grey-green colour. It's really difficult for his bottom jaw. And I just painted over that and then put the red in on top. So not a whole lot with this guy, but it just made him look a little bit better. And the other thing for him, which I said I was going to do in the review, is I just put some blue wash over the top of his atomic breath. And the way you do that is basically just paint plus water, and then just leave it to dry, or if you want it to go quicker, just use a hairdryer. And that's all I did, and it looks a lot better. Staying with the Neca figures, my Shin Godzilla, which I tried to record this video once before, and he literally fell about 30 centimeters and his head snapped off. So I'm going to fix it after this. But all I did was repaint the teeth and do a bit on the eyes. I put more red on the chest. I just painted over that completely in red, and then used a cloth and just wiped it off so it left the red in the gaps. And I don't know if this will make sense to you, but in the review, I didn't realise this arm, it kept popping off a lot. That's because the joint wasn't a right arm joint. It was a left arm joint. So all I did was I just cut that bit off there, spun it around, stuck it back on, and you can barely tell I did anything to it, and now it fits perfectly back in. Also, I painted it a bit more black to go, same there. I put a bit more black on some of the dorsal plates. I put red in there and just used my thumb to brush that off, so you still left the black bits. Put more red in the tail, and on the end of the tail, which I'm very pleased with, I made his little face, which I think I'm really pleased with this one. It took me such a long time to get that right bone colour, but all I did was I got a hot glue gun and put it over the front of the face in like the rough shape that I wanted. And then I used a scalpel to cut it apart so you can see like the jaw and stuff. And then I used a drill for the eye, and then I painted it completely in this slightly pinky red colour, like just painted the entire top, and then I tried to get the white bone colour, and it did work, and I'm very pleased with it. And now, something else which I'm very pleased with are these little figures here, which I just made out of little tiny dinosaurs that I've had for ages. This was just a green Spinosaurus that I cut apart and stuck back together to look like Titanosaurus from the 1975 Terror of Neca Godzilla, which I'm very pleased with. I just cut the spine, stuck on his head, completely painted him red, and put the little yellow dots on, repainted the eyes and teeth and claws. I cut off another dinosaur's tail and stuck it there for his weird double tail fin, and then covered him in black dots, painted that, and painted the crest frills, and I'm very pleased with it. The next one that I did was Godzilla. Not the best Godzilla ever, but still, if you showed someone who knew Godzilla, they'd say, oh yeah, that's Godzilla, because of the spikes and stuff. But this was a T-Rex, I think an Allosaurus or something, and then a Stegosaurus, which I cut up the spikes. I completely painted it grey and just put some white acrylic on it for the eyes, spikes and claws. And now for my smallest one, little tiny Balagon, which I think's really cute. So I gave him like his big, really cute eyes. I repainted. So this was like a Spinosaurus, and then the ears are tiny Stegosaurus dorsal plates. But I'm really pleased with this one just because he's so cute. And I just painted him completely brown. I cut the spike off, like the dorsal fin off the back, and just cut that there. Repainted the teeth and stuck a horn on. Can't remember where I got that. I think that was like a cut up Stegosaurus plate. Some of the paint is chipping off though, as you can see. But yeah, also my bootleg SH Monster Arts 2019 Godzilla. All I did with him is I just put a grey wash over all of him, and for the face I just repainted the eyes yellow. I'm probably gonna get like a pin and just poke the pupils in, which I've completely forgotten to do. And with the teeth, I sort of cut them down on the top and then cut them all in half. Unfortunately, that one there and that one on the top were too thin and just fell off, unfortunately. But that's all I really did for him. Another thing, which I thought some people might want to know, maybe not, is for the buildings, like my big post-apocalyptic city set, is all I did, it's just like a rectangle of polystyrene, and I printed off these building textures. All you need to do is just go on Safari and search up building textures, take a screenshot and print it out, and I stuck it on with spray glue. Then I painted the back this colour, like this sort of greeny grey, and I'm so sorry, I have completely forgotten what I used to give it this weird sort of look. My dad said, oh yeah, it would be really cool if you added this, it would look even more post-apocalyptic. And I don't know what it's called, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all I did for this. And also, when I was making like these tiny ones, because I was cutting up tons of dinosaurs, I had tons of just random spare bits left over. So I was bored, so I made that. I have no idea what it is. I just stuck some weird parts of dinosaurs together to create this monstrosity, which is quite weird and disturbing. But also, you need to be careful whilst customizing, because I've cut myself a few times with a scalpel. I cut myself there and the little scar there. And there is one more figure which I want to customize, but I have absolutely no idea how to, which is the 1989 Neca Godzilla. Because I think the head doesn't look like 1989, and Monster Arts is releasing a 1989 next year, like just after December, I think, sometime. And I might get that. I don't know. I'll either get that, or if they make something from Godzilla vs. Kong, or if they are going to make one from the Netflix series Godzilla Singular Point, which looks epic. But I sort of want to make this into like a 1990s Godzilla. I've seen people make it into Super Godzilla from the video game. I can't remember what it's called because I haven't played it. And they've one person turned it into, I'm pretty sure it was Burning Godzilla, which did look good, but not really what I would do to it. Because like the head, like from the front, he doesn't really look like 89. Like especially if you have him like that, he doesn't look a lot like 89. He looks more like a 1990s. So I don't know. If you can tell me in the comments maybe if there's any way I could customize it, or which Godzilla would be best to turn it into. I don't know. You don't have to. It might actually, nah. But yeah, that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will have some more reviews probably after Christmas. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye.